What's happening, you guys? I'm TJ Harmon, aka Rel2G, and this is my WWE Night of Champions review. Click and subscribe if this is your first time on my channel. I'm just going to give you my quick review and the results on the pay-per-view, which was not impressive at all. I mean, there were some entertaining parts to the show, but overall, I just wasn't really into it really this year. So let's get down to what went down. As I predicted on my preview and prediction show, we were going to have a new tag team champions, and that were in fact Gold and Stardust as they defeat the Usos in a pretty decent match to kick off the pay-per-view. I was impressed with all four brothers in that ring all together doing what they do, give you entertaining moments and entertaining parts, and like I said before, Gold and Stardust could not be defeated. Usos go down as Gold and Stardust are the WWE Tag Team Champions for the first time in their career. So congratulations to Gold and Stardust. The next match, it was for the United States Championship, Sheamus versus Cesaro. That was a pretty okay match. It wasn't nothing to really brag about. I wanted Cesaro to win the match, but hey, things don't happen the way that I like it. But Sheamus really fought hard in this match, and he, in fact, does retain the United States Championship by beating Cesaro. The one thing I did not like Cesaro in this particular match is he didn't do his swing that everybody was expecting him to do. It just did not happen. Why he didn't do it, I really don't know. But like I said, Sheamus fought hard, and that's why he still is the United States Champion. Then we had the Intercontinental Championship with The Miz and Dolph Ziggler getting it on. And as I predicted on the prediction show, that both of the stunt doubles, Damien Mizdow and R. Ziggler, will be in this match as well, but in the corners of the wrestlers. This was a very okay match, okay? I'm not taking nothing with it. Out The Miz and Ziggler, they really was doing their due, but I wanted Dolph Ziggler to win the match, and unfortunately he did not do it because, you know, when the stunt doubles ran off into the back, and then it was only Mizdow coming in to kind of like interfere with Ziggler. Ziggler was able to give him that little kick, but then Miz just wrapped him up and pinned him in with the tights. And The Miz is once again a four-time Intercontinental Champion. So, you know, Miz is once again get bragging rights as the A-lister beats the show off in an extremely crazy Intercontinental title bout. Alright, but the big story in the WWE is Roman Reigns. He did not participate in the pay-per-view because he had an emergency hernia surgery. I didn't find out about it until right around start time of the pay-per-view. He had it on Saturday, and like I say, he didn't participate in the pay-per-view. And Seth Rollins coming in and just bragging that about Roman Reigns not man enough to come and fight him, and he gave him to a count 10 to come in, and else he'd be forfeited, and hell. So he has an open challenge to any WWE superstar in that locker room, and a couple of my constituents were saying Dean Ambrose may even come back, and I even said that myself during my prediction show on Friday night. And did he ever come back? If Rollins didn't even expect him to come back, he comes back in a taxi cab. So now that the feud between Ambrose and Rollins is back on, man, I can't wait, because they can give you a show as if they're once part of the Shield. So we gotta wait and see what goes down. That was really the best highlight of the night. Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, returns to the WWE Universe. Happy for him. And best wishes for speed recovery for Roman Reigns. Rusev and Mark Henry, they was getting it in this match, but I was very disappointed that Mark Henry hyped this up. But Rusev found a weak spot to Mark Henry, and of course, Rusev defeated the world's strongest man with the accolade. It was just too much, too little for Mark Henry to really beat up this Russian polar bear of a sort. And Rusev is undefeated, so he's beaten Jack Swagger, he's beaten Mark Henry. Who can he face next? Maybe Big Show, maybe Sheamus. I sense that if Big Show can't do it, then we might see Sheamus be the only one to maybe do it. Hey, you let me know what y'all think. Who's going to be Rusev's next opponent? Henry may want a rematch. We'll just have to wait and see. But on this night, very, very bad night for the U.S. as Mark Henry goes down to the hands of Rusev. Then we get Randy Orton and Chris Jericho getting into it. Really, they was getting it in throughout this match. Randy Orton kind of chickening out on a few, parts of this match. Same thing for Chris Jericho. Jericho did put him in the cold breaker, but Orton broke out of that. Orton eventually had Jericho go to the top ropes and get put into the RKO. Silly Jericho. I say he would win. Orton did just that. So Randy Orton, once again, the Viper of the WWE, beats Chris Jericho in that marquee match. For the Divas Championship, it was a triple threat. Nikki Bella against AJ Lee and Paige. I was not impressed with this match at all, so I kind of walked away about 5 minutes, and as I come back, AJ Lee is holding the title. Well, I don't know if Brie Bella kind of kept her sister from winning, or I don't know. I'm going to have to check the replay of it out when I see it. If I'm not asleep later on, I'll probably check it out. If not, I'll watch it tomorrow before WWE Raw preview show. So we'll see what goes down on that. But AJ Lee, once again, is a 3-time Divas champion. In the main event, it was John Cena and Brock Lesnar getting it in once again for the WWE World Heavyweight title. I was not impressed with this match, really, and it ended up really stupid, if you want to ask me. They gave it their all. John Cena, as I predicted, would fight in this match, and he did everything that he could to make sure Lesnar would be put at bay. But for some reason, Lesnar still won the match. I beg your pardon. Lesnar lost the match because little did we know Seth Rollins was going to come in and crash this party. As John Cena is already down because he got hit with the briefcase. And then he puts Brock Lesnar in the curb stomp. And he goes to the referee and announces and says he's cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And then John Cena, just before he could get into the ring, Rollins was pulled out of the ring by Cena. And all hell broke loose and all this crazy stuff. Rollins going out into the night without his briefcase and things. And Lesnar puts John Cena in the F5, and what a way to end a crazy pay-per-view. I mean, like I said, Night of Champions was not all that impressive this year. Just too much was going on. I don't know what the WWE is thinking right now. What's going to go down at Hell in the Cell? We'll just have to wait and see when y'all check out Raw, just as well as I will be doing. What y'all think about the pay-per-view? Post your comments and let me know what you think. I'm TJ Harmon, aka Rel2G here on YouTube. Overrated_Rel on Twitter. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys again. See ya. Peace.